What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening tonight. We are back with a recruiting show. We have some great guests coming on shortly. Some guests were here this past weekend for the NC State game. Ross, why don't you introduce our first guest of the show tonight?
We have got 2022 JUCO player Jeffrey Umba, who was just at campus recently visiting. Everything that I got a chance to talk to him about sounded like he had a great time there. So, yeah, man, we're excited to have Jeffrey on, definitely.
What's going on, Jeffrey, man? Thank you so much again. Good, man.
What's up? I'm very good. What about you?
Doing great, man. We're excited to have you on, talk some Canes football. And, first off, how was your trip to Miami? Was this your first time in the city of Miami?
Yeah, this was my first time in Florida and at Miami, and man, that was amazing. That was just amazing. They make me feel great and feel good, and they show me around, and that was very great, to be honest with you.
What was your favorite part of the trip?
I want to say that was during my second day, that was Saturday before the game. I talked with Coach Simpson, and he learned me a lot of stuff. He's like a magician, technician, so he teach me a lot of stuff. And I realized at this time, because I just start football. I play football for 2 years, 3 years now, and I realized at this moment, I really just start football because he showed me so many things. And I was like, wow, I'm only at 10% of my level. So I was very happy. That was my best moment, for be honest with you.
Did you play football in France at all before you came to the United States?
I played in France. I played 1 year, but I don't really like to count this year as my year of football because, in France, not big as here. I play football, but I didn't really learn technique, really all that stuff. I just play, for be honest. In France, it's not that big yet.
Do they have a development program set up for guys over there to help them come to the United States to play?
So we get somewhere some place you can develop yourself. The name is Paul France. It's like a formation. But that was for going to Canada, right? So me going to USA was like a new way to go, and I did that stuff on my own, for be honest with you. I did that stuff on my own.
Yeah, Jeffrey, how was that transition, going to the United States and, playing football where, the game
I mean, I was playing for 1 year, but came here in America. I came at San Francisco Academy in Baltimore. So at this time, there was ranked 11 in the country. So, I go to play with guys half my size or my size, to play with guys on my size or 6'7", 6'8", some big line. So they were my ass. They were my ass at the beginning. And I finished by understanding how to play and play a little bit better, I want to say.
What's the experience like for you in junior college right now? How's that process in JUCO going for you?
For be honest, when I heard about JUCO the first time, I was like, no, I don't want to go over there. And I'm in the school of Lashing Show, right, Netflix. So I watched the show, and I was like, I would never go over there, right? And since I'm here, I'm very glad to be here because for me, it's my first year of football because I learned so much here. The life here is not like in Miami. You already know. The life is not like Miami, but the coaching staff is so great. They push me every day, and I feel like I'm being a better player because of him.
How has this JUCO season gone for you as far as your team? Wins, losses, that kind of stuff.
As a team, we're 7-0 right now. We're trying to fight for go to the national champ right now, and we just keep winning, and we're trying to keep winning. For be honest with you.
How was that experience going to Hard Rock Stadium and watching, the Miami Hurricanes take on NC.State?
That was like a show. That was like a show. With all the light. When they got a touchdown, they turn off the light and stuff. That was amazing. And the game was amazing too. Because everybody was like thinking like Miami gonna lose, and they came on the field for win, and they was motivated because I was on the field with them when they was like doing the pregame, and they was very motivated, and that's what we saw like on the field after, like they was very motivated, and that's why they win.
Did you talk to any of the current players on the team while your visit?
I talked to a lot of players. I talked I talked to so many. I mean, I felt like I talked to all of them, for being honest, because like they was really cool with me, and they was like, "Oh yeah, we need you here. We need a guy like you and stuff." So I talked to all of them, and I stay in touch with them in social media. They all follow me. They all like um, put some comment on my pics, because it takes, I put some pics on my social media, and man, that was just great, and I feel great about it because like I really feel like they want me and they want me to play over there, not only the coaches but the teammate too, and that's something like is very cool for me because like I do a lot of visits in my life, and some teammate like some guys on the team was not like welcome like they was, but over there like nobody like was like rude to me or some stuff. They really want me to be great and be great with them, and so that make my trip like more magical, I want to say.
Jeffrey, what's your current height and weight right now?
I'm 6'6", 305, and I run the 4'8".
Wow, that's impressive. Wow, I wasn't expecting the 4 right there at the end. Wow, dude, you're really moving
Yeah.
into your size, man. Now, do you do any specific training that helps you stay fast?
Nah, for be honest with you, like I really need to work on because like I can't even bend to my knees, so I need to work like stretch me and stuff. But
Yeah.
my coach is here told me like if I really work on, I can work like a 4'7", 4'6". So
Wow,
that's something I really want to do. I really want to work on.
wow, man, that's impressive, dude. For your size, that's very very impressive.
Thank you very
How do
much.
you describe your game? What kind of player are you? Where do you get that passion and that fire to go out and dominate?
For be honest with you, I still very very well because I just start football like I told you, but I feel like I'm pretty fast, and I'm pretty big too. So I'm strong. Like I can really be good on a run play, because me I don't try to catch block. I really trying to go like on the backfield and make some TFL. Like right now in the sixth game I got like 10.5 TFL.
Nice.
So I really want to be on the backfield and show you I'm here. And my purchase is pretty good too because like I'm fast like I say, but I feel like I still get a lot of things to work on, and I'm happy like to find a coach like Coach Simpson because that the type of coach I need to be better because he can teach me a lot of things and I can very be great with him. For be honest with you, again.
Jeffrey, how's the recruiting process going for you? What schools have you visited and have you been speaking with, or maybe are going to visit in the near future?
For be honest, like I got a lot of offer. I just got my 25 and 26 offer today. I got a lot of offer, and I feel like I got more to come because like all the sports stuff want to name me like best JUCO best player in the JUCO football. So I feel like I got more to come. And I look at everybody. I don't have really no top five. I mean, I really love Miami now. Now I see Miami in real life. I can say if I got a top five, they're in my top five. But I don't have no real top five, for be honest with you. I don't have the top, and I really look at everybody. I just watch like who gonna give me the best real love, gonna give me the most real love, and I'm gonna go over there because I already know like as a D lineman you can go anywhere and be drafted. So what I want to be, what I want to do.
What are some factors that are going to play into your decision, whether it's academics, playing time, coaching?
Um, as a JUCO player, I know because I was in high school, like I was a high recruit, and I knew like in high school they just throw offer for throw an offer. I feel like in JUCO if they offer you, I mean like you get a chance to play. That is like they need like I mean like they got a need, they got a want, they need something like who can come and play right away. So I feel like that's still a factor for me to play right away, but I need to fit in with the team, fit in with the city in general. I don't want to be depressed where I go because I'm already depressed here. So why am I gonna leave here for be depressed again? So I really want to fit in with the D-line coach too because that who gonna teach me every day how to be great. So I need to have a feeling with him, feel great with him, and that's the most bigger factor for me. The D-line coach. That's why I say my best moment was Coach Simpson because that was just magical. That was just magical. I just when you get the feeling with the coach, you can ride and die for him. If you don't have no feeling, it's not gonna work.
Man, I love hearing that. I love hearing that you've already got that kind of feeling for Coach Simpson, man. Great to hear. Do you have any favorite players that you like to study? Study their film that can help you become a better player yourself.
I mean, I'm 6'6", so I watch all the guys who are 6'2", like Javon Kinlaw, Chris Jones, but I watch them, but I feel like I don't really like them, because I'm pretty fast, so I really try right now to watch on DeForest Buckner.
Okay, yeah.
With my size and my height, and I see he's pretty fast with his hands. He's pretty fast in general. So I study a lot of this game. I really watch a lot of this game. And and for sure Greg Rousseau too.
Yeah.
Greg Rousseau,
I'm glad you said that.
Greg Rousseau, Jalen, because about Greg Rousseau, I was disappointed because everybody was yeah, he got no technique as well. Everybody was talking bad on him. So I watched him play, and he's a monster. He got a motor I need to have. He never stopped. Jalen Phillips is different. He just got a gift. God gave him a gift. He's just fast, so fast. I see the game against Duke. He was dominate. And that's the type of player I want to be. I want to be a fastest player, up. When you watch him, you're wow. I don't want to be, no block catcher and just be there. I want to be on the backfield.
During game week, Jeffrey, when you're looking at the offensive line you're going to go against, what's the first thing you try to identify?
So what I'm trying to do is I trying to watch a lot of video of the O-line because I play most of the time to take here. So I watch all the guys the end placement and stuff for trying to understand what they're gonna know before they do it. So I can use my full speed on it. But yeah, that's really what I'm trying to watch. I'm not the type of guy who's gonna trying to go on the social media, trying to find this Mother name or stuff. No, I just stick on football because in JUCO, at the end of the day, we still try to live here. So I just a regular player. I don't do no talk shit or something like that.
Jeffrey, have you spoken to Coach Manny Diaz a lot during this time, or?
Yeah. So I was before I came. I was in the phone. I was on the phone with him 2 times. And one time before the game of North Carolina when there was a North Carolina, not State, but North Carolina. It was in a hotel, and I was on the phone with him. And when I came to Miami, I talked to him at the hotel before the game. I talked to him during the game, and I talked to him after the practice too because I was there Friday. So I talked to him, and yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what kind of guy do you think Manny Diaz is, when speaking to him? Because, us as fans, we don't get to speak with Manny Diaz. Is he a nice guy? Kind of how's that?
I feel like he's going through a lot of stuff right now, as a head coach, because all the people get on him and stuff, but he's very kind. And what I like about him is he really care about his players. He really loves him. Oh, can you hear me?
I think you froze when talking about Manny Diaz. I think we lost him.
I think we temporarily
Can you
lost
hear
him
me?
there for a second.
We can hear you now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can hear you now. Perfect. So what I say, when I talk to him, what I like is I was when he talk about this player, when he talk about defense and the D line and all of that, he got some stars on his eyes. He really love what he said, because he was defensive coordinator before, so he really want the defense, flying around, no catch block. And we talk about that like for a long time, and he told me like what he like about the defense, what he want to do with the team, and I can tell he really loves the team, and that's the type of head coach everybody needs, for be honest. Like a coach who care about his team more than his job, and that's the type of guy who he is, for be honest with you.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. You definitely want a head coach who, really cares about his players, and I'm glad you had a great relationship with Manny Diaz, Jess Simpson, and had a great time on your visit, Jeffrey.
Yeah, that was nice. I don't regret. That was very nice. I mean, Miami is nice too, so that was nice. And I got one thing I would say about Miami as a city in general, because like everybody told me like if you go to a place like Miami, you're gonna don't be focused, woman and stuff. But like I've been in Miami for 3 weeks, and I came back here and I want to work like I never wanted to work, because like I feel like when you a college athlete over there, you're always gonna find like someone more richer than you and better in this life than you. So you're gonna work more for go to the NFL. And when you're in a league, and for example you play for the Dolphins, you're always gonna find again like someone more rich than you, better than you. You're gonna see some Maserati all around, and you're gonna be like, oh, so I need to work more, because like if tomorrow I got an injury, what am I gonna do with my life? So you gotta work more, 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 and more and more. Is that what I like about Miami? And I feel like if I go to a team, I need a city like this. Like every day remind me I'm nothing, and I need to work out if I want to be someone. That's what I like about Miami.
Gotta love it, man. Jeffrey Emba. Ross, you have anything else for the top JUCO prospect in the nation?
Man, Jeffrey, just thanks for coming on here, man. You got a really unique story, and the fact that you were just visiting Miami, we felt like it was a perfect time for Canes fans to get to know you a little better. So, man, just thank you for jumping on here.
Thank you very much for having me today, and yeah, I'm just happy to be here, and thank you very much.
We'll get you back on. We'll get you on in the future, no doubt.
Absolutely. Take care, Jeffrey.
Have a nice day.
All right. And Ross, we have our next guest, Darian Dominic.
Dominic.
God, my eyesight is awful. I thought there was an R there. Let's introduce Darian Dominic to the public.
This is 2023 wide receiver Darian Dominic out of Fleming Island High School. How you doing, Darian?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing great, man. We're glad to finally get you on here. I know we've been talking about getting it for a while, but man, it's great to finally get you on. How's things going for Fleming Island High School right now? How's the season been?
Right now we had a rough start, but we just went 4 straight, so we picking things up towards the end.
What kind of stats you put up this year so far?
Right now I'm not sure how many catches, but I got 5 touchdowns so far.
So they're using that 6'4" height you got there in the red zone, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Darren, who do you model your game after? As a 6'4" wide receiver, who are some players you look up to on Sundays or maybe in college football?
I look up to DK and Julio.
Yeah, those are some great players, man. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have you ever been on campus at the University of Miami before?
No, sir, I have not.
Okay. How is is that a plan of yours? Is that a goal to be on campus taking a visit one day?
Oh yeah. Yes, sir.
Are they actively talking to you as long as with other programs as well?
I've been getting a few edits here and there, but that's about it.
Absolutely.
Darian, when you hear these words, Miami Hurricanes football, what do you think about?
Big time. Big time program.
Are you familiar with the history at Miami?
A little bit, because it's right there. I live not too far from it, but
we're trying to bring a little bit of that back. We're trying to get a little bit of that juice back in the mix.
Yes, sir.
Darian, what programs have you been speaking with the most, or that you're planning on visiting, whether it's a camp, unofficial visit, when the football season ends?
Um, I'm planning on visiting USF, and Virginia Tech has been talking to me a lot, as long with USF.
Very cool. How's that relationship been with the staff at Virginia Tech and USF? What do you like about those programs?
Um, Virginia Tech, I just like the environment, the atmosphere in the stadium, loud, and USF is just the hometown, so that's a big thing for me.
Do you play any other sports besides football?
Yes, sir. I played basketball and track.
How do you feel that basketball and track have helped you on the football field the most?
One, stay in condition. Uh, Basketball helps with like coordination. Track helps with speed, and I just feel like those are two good sports for a wide receiver to do for the offseason.
Just for fun, have you had a chance to get your 40-yard dash time yet?
No, sir, I have not.
I'll be looking out for that because I know you got that track speed, bro. I seen it.
Sir.
Hey Darian, I know you have plenty of time before you make your college decision. What have you identified so far in the recruiting process that are going to be some factors in picking a school in the near future?
USF, Miami, Virginia Tech, and I'm liking Indiana.
Indiana. Why is that? Why those schools? Is it academics, maybe early playing time, or just the program itself, the history?
Um, USF, I'm liking that because of the early playing time, and Virginia Tech, I'm liking that for not only the academics but the atmosphere in the stadium. Like I went there one day and it was just rocking. So that stood out.
Your coach is Coach Gio, yeah?
Yes, sir.
What's he like, man? I've had a chance to chop it up with him a couple times on Twitter. He seems like a cool dude.
Yes, sir. Very cool. He keeps me focused, definitely, and he just helps me with the small pieces that I still need to work on.
Talking about things that you wanted to work on, was there any off-season workouts you did before the season that really helped take your game to the next level?
Really just like footwork, speed drills, get faster, quicker.
Do you have a favorite NFL team?
The Jaguars.
Okay.
So Darian, what's your dream college to play for? If you can pick tomorrow a team that you would die to play for, who would it be?
Probably FSU.
FSU.
I grew up. My dad was a big FSU fan.
Well, you'll probably get an offer from FSU soon. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
So with your talent, your skill set, they're definitely going to offer you soon.
Who do you guys play next?
We play Nice.
How are you guys in the beginning stages of the playoffs right now?
No, sir. We're still in the regular season.
Okay.
Towards the end.
What are you looking forward in that game from Nice? What kind of team are they, and what kind of upside do you have that can really win battles against them?
Nice is a very well coached team, and for me, I'm gonna just do the best I can do for the team. Like whatever coach tells me to do, wherever he puts me out on the field, I'm gonna just do it to my best ability.
Yeah. Well, Darren, we wish you the best of luck on this season with the rest of the games you have with Nice High School. we know you'll get an FSU offer soon, and your recruiting is going to pick up because we think you're a very talented player. So we're excited to see how your recruiting goes.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, Ross, anything else you have for Darian?
No, man, it's great to get you on here, man. Get Canes fans a little bit more familiar with you, dude. We'll definitely have you on in the future so you can break things down and update the fans. But man, just thank you again for appearing on here.
Yes, sir. No problem.
All right. Thank you, Darian. Have a great rest of your night, man. Thank you again.
You too.
All right. All right. Ross, once again, for all the fans listening, introduce Darian and kind of what kind of player he brings to the table.
We're talking about a 6'4" wide receiver with track speed. Now, he might not be the fastest guy as far as shuffling from side to side, but you get the ball in his hands and he gets a couple steps, he gets a little momentum going. Good luck catching up to him. He's got that kind of breakaway speed. He's got that long stride, where it's almost, you almost don't even know he's going that fast sometimes until you realize DBs aren't catching up to him. Safeties aren't catching, these guys simply aren't catching up to him. Being a 6'4" wide receiver in high school, you're often used for your height and your length mostly, but he's got so much speed and so much skill that they'll just do lateral posts to him, lateral pitches to him, and let him just take off in space. That's not typical for a 6'4" high school wide receiver.
110% agree. It's going to be very interesting how he takes off at the next level. His dream school is Florida State. We'll see if they offer him, and he's being recruited by Miami, Indiana, USF, and he likes Virginia Tech a lot. Our next guest is backstage. We got Reuben Bain, local talent out of Miami Central Senior High School. Ross, introduce Reuben to all the guests listening right now.
Man, this is one of my favorite players, absolutely, in the 2023 class. There's just no doubt about it. All Reuben Bain does is put up stats and produce. That's what that guy does, and it's what he's known for. It's great to have Reuben back on the show.
Thank you for having me.
What's going on, Reuben? Man, it's always a pleasure to talk some football with you, man. Well, you're one of our favorites in the class of 2023.
Thank y'all, but it's good catching back up with you guys.
Absolutely, man. How's the season been treating Miami Central?
We picked it up pretty good towards the end of the season. We on the road right now, so I would say we're doing pretty good. First, it started off a little bumpy, but as the season progressed, we got our stuff together, so now we're undefeated in Florida, so I see that as a win.
Absolutely, man. That's huge. How's it been, your overall performance this season?
I just picked it up about the last 3 weeks. Before, I would say I could have did better, but I was still doing good, but not as good as I wanted to. But I picked it up the last 3 weeks, so I'll say it's pretty good.
You made mention about how you guys had a little bit of issues to start the season. You guys had two really tough games is what you had. You guys had St. John Bosco and Bishop Gorman. How did those games help prepare you guys for this season? Because you guys have gone on a winning streak ever since.
Yes, sir. I would say it's like what our coach says is taking the country's best punch, and I like to use that line because we really had to fight through adversity the first two games, especially with the second game losing by 1 point. So it just really showed us what we have to work on, and really just going against the best of the best, showing us what we got to work on, what we got to get better at as a whole team and individuals. From a whole standpoint of the team, not only the players, but just the coaches and stuff, play calling, little things like that. So it was just minor things we had to fix, and now that we fixed it and had that chance, we on the road. So I just see that as a win, as a plus for everybody.
You guys play Northwestern next?
Yeah, just for the second time this year, Thursday.
What type of battle is that going to be? What's the main attraction for that one for fans?
Just to see a hard game, a whole bunch of big hits, a lot of oohs and ahs. That's every year like that. It's just a big rivalry. So I'll just say just a fun, good game, close game. Nobody's expecting a blowout really, but a team's going to come with their best ball, so who knows what can happen.
Reuben, have you been keeping up with college football this season? I know you're busy with your high school season, but have you any teams that have been recruiting you have caught your eye?
A little bit. I've been trying my best to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Who's some teams that you think are doing really well so far?
So far, that's doing well. I would say Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, Ole Miss. These are just the ones recruiting. Those few, and I think Georgia Tech's doing pretty good.
Yeah, I'm sure all of those programs have offered you. I mean, you're a great talent. So I mean, great high
Thank you.
school, great football players. So yeah, so Georgia, they've offered you, correct?
Yes.
How is that? How's that recruiting process been? Do you talk to their defensive coordinator Dan Lanning at all, or is there someone else,
No,
their recruiter?
Coach Scott. Then I've talked to a couple player personnel people.
Have you been to Athens, Georgia before?
Yes, I went up in the summer.
How's that like? I've heard it's a cool town. I've never been myself.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool town. The campus is huge, so it's like a nice percentage of the town. So that was pretty eye catching. But everybody was nice. Everybody was about Georgia football, so that was pretty cool. That was my first time actually seeing that, like getting off a plane and only seeing a college team for that city. That was my first time seeing that, so that was pretty cool.
Reuben, what colleges do you got showing you love lately?
So far, Florida, there was quite a few.
What's the goal this playoff coming up for Central? I mean, is it championship or bust for you guys no matter what, or is there other goals you have in mind?
As a team, always having the championship is a standard, so that's always going to be the goal. But defensively, I would say shutting everybody up, holding everybody to zero or at least 6 points, because that's just the mindset we have every game. Should not be scored on, because if that happens, I mean we're having the perfect game. So other than that, really, as a team, defensively, I'd say that, and offensively, just trying to put up as much points as we can, trying to get that running clock as soon as possible.
Hey, Ruben, as you know, one of the leaders on Miami Central, what are some things you express to your other teammates, throughout this season? Maybe it's work hard, never let up. What are some things you express a lot to your teammates?
I would say taking practice seriously, because you practice how you play, especially with the first 2 weeks, first two losses. That really showed up for some people not taking practice seriously. So then that showed up in the game. So I really try to get on them about that, making sure they're doing the little things, because the little things is what's going to cause to the wins or losses. That's what determines the wins or losses. So I just try to stay on them about that.
Is there someone in the NFL ranks that you've been watching a lot of film on, or just watching on TV on Sunday, that you really want to model your game after, or just really like as a player?
I wouldn't say model after, but there's some things I take from several people. To say a few: Miles Garrett, Vaughn Miller, Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and I guess I'll add Chandler Jones in there.
Was there anything you did this off season for workouts that you're really starting to notice in your game during the season? Anything that helped you out?
I'll say explosion, exploding up the ball more, and working out. Not really. I'd say like taking care of my body. Just that gave a big improvement. Just seeing I could do certain things. I could bend better, react to things better, just because my body's more fluid, more flexible.
Do you work with any trainers?
Yes, I have a trainer, a strength and conditioning trainer, but position wise, football wise, no, I just work out with my coach.
Yeah, Ruben, I have a weekly show with Brandon Merriweather. He's a former Miami Hurricane, played in the NFL eight years, and he actually was roommates, I believe, with one of your relatives. And during his time in Miami, he said you're a tremendous football player. That he's been keeping his eyes out on you, and he says you're going to do big things at the next level. So that's definitely a big compliment.
Yeah, it is. And if you could just send my notes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we'll go live Thursday, so I'll make sure to pass it along. Ruben, how do you stay even keel? With all this great success you're having, you know, obviously, you want more, you want to be successful, you want to make it to the league. What's driving you every day to get better?
Just proving it to myself every day that I could be better at some things. Cause, like if it's the truth, I'm not number one in the nation. So some little things like that, then just outside of football, some personal things. So just I say little things like that that just drives me every day, gets me up. So,
How do you describe your game? What kind of player are you?
uh, man, that's pretty hard. I would say mysterious, because I'll say that because you never know what I'll do. When one move, I might speed rush you, one I might pause just a bull rush you. Try to get your mind off the thing. Like my coach, he tells me football is like playing chess, especially playing on defense. So I always try to get the offensive lineman guessing, so I can always be one step ahead. So I say mysterious, to never know what I'm gonna do.
Outside of being explosive, like you wanted to work on, is there any technique that's helped you so far? This, especially in terms of getting to the pass or getting pass rush, tackle for loss, quarterback sacks. Anything that you
Mm-hmm.
did that really helped you out for this one?
Staying low and flipping my hips. That's like little things like that showed a real big improvement.
And it's something like you've been able to notice right away, huh?
Yes, because like if I was to go on huddle and slow down the video, I would go to one play where I didn't flip my hips and go to another where I did, and just show how quick it could be and how much quicker it can be.
Well, Ruben, man, I'm excited to see how you wrap up the season, how you play against Northwestern, and man, we view you very highly, man. We know you're going to do great things on and off the football field. So thank you again for your time, man.
Thank y'all.
Absolutely. All right,
Y'all have a
Ruben,
good
thank
day.
you again. You too, man. Have a great
Y'all
rest
too.
of the night. All righty, take care. All right, guys, that was Reuben Bain out of Miami Central Senior High School. Ross, if you want to reiterate to anyone, kind of break down Reuben Bain's game.
Man, this is a tank. This is just an absolute tank, but not just how you think of as just a physical presence or just strength. He offers other qualities. The fact that he's already starting to get some advanced hand placement and some advanced footwork, he's a 2023 kid. So just imagine what he'll look like his senior season, dude. Like I have a feeling that this kid is going to absolutely skyrocket, and I have a feeling the offers will pour in, dude. Seriously.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Reuben Bain's going to be a great player one day. And now we have another local high school football player backstage who just had some big news recently. Ross, introduce Brian Suarez to everyone watching.
Yeah, we got 2024 offensive lineman Brian Suarez from Chapagnat High School. It's our big dog right here. We've had him on before. It's Big Dog Brian. What up, bro?
How are you guys? How are you?
Doing
Good,
great, man.
Brian.
Doing great.
That's good. That's good to hear. Thank you for having me on the show again.
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure to have you, especially a great football player like yourself. Brian, how's it been this season? I think last time we spoke with you, when was the last time we spoke with Brian Ross? It couldn't be too long ago.
It was right before they were getting ready to play a fairly big game, I think.
Okay. So
Yeah,
how's it been?
it's been amazing so far. We lost one game, but the rest of the games we won. We're 6-2 right now, so it's been a pretty good season right now. Yeah.
Are you guys going into the playoffs now? Going to
Uh,
state or?
Actually, we got a bye week this weekend, and then next week after that is a game, and then we go into the playoffs. Yeah.
Brian, you've got something big to announce, bro. And let's get that out there. Let the folks know what kind of invite you just got.
Well, I'm pleased to announce that I have been invited to participate in the All-American bowl that they just sent me through the mail, and I'm pleased. And I couldn't do it without my coaches and my teammates and all of that around me. So pleased to announce that.
That's great, man. I mean, the best of the best in that class are the guys that they're trying to identify. The guys with the highest upside that they can identify for the future. So I'm really glad to see that they recognize your talent, Brian, and congratulations.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
What does that accomplishment mean, Brian? You work so hard and, you get this such a big accomplishment. Were you kind of like in shock when you received it in the mail, or?
I was definitely in shock. I was excited because that's one step higher to like seeing my game improve, and it's a very big accomplishment that I wanted to receive later on in my career also. So it's very important.
So when you got that invitation, I'm sure like 40 schools started contacting you, huh?
Yeah, yeah,
That's exactly what happened, huh?
yes, sir.
Brian, how many pancakes you got right now?
Well, for the 8 games, I have 33 pancakes stacked up so far. Yes, sir.
That's pretty
About 33.
impressive.
Yes, coach.
Who are some NFL players that you look at on Sundays or you want to model your game after?
Definitely Quentin Nelson.
Quentin Nelson.
That's my all-time favorite right there.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
Why
that's my
Quentin
all-time
Nelson?
favorite. Huh?
Why Quentin Nelson?
It's just like he's so dominant on the field. Like I just love seeing like his aggression towards other people and like just wanting to dominate anyone that gets in front of him. I love that.
You were just recently at a game. You took a visit. You were at the Western Kentucky and FIU game. How did that go, man? What kind of experience was that for you?
I mean, without Coach O, that wouldn't have been impossible. Like that, it was a great, well-rounded experience, especially as a sophomore. That was a well-rounded experience for me, especially talking to the older guys and talking to the center actually, also, and telling me what games like my techniques that I can improve on. It was really good experience. Talking to the coaches, all of that.
I know Western Kentucky's been showing you some love for a little while. Are there any other schools that have been reaching out to you recently?
I mean, nothing major like D2, D3. I'm always thankful for those though. Those are big blessings also. So I'm very thankful for those also. But hopefully I get some more. Humble and hungry. So just gotta keep working hard to receive those.
It's all part of the process, bro. Yeah, you got it right, man. It's all part of the process.
Yes, sir.
How are you? What are some things that are motivating you? Getting this invitation to be in the Under Armour All-American game throughout the season. You had a crazy amount of pancakes so far. What's motivating you to keep going?
I mean, seeing other people got their offers, like hard work, like improving, like just like seeing other people succeed and knowing that I want to get to that level is making me push harder and harder, and making my people proud, my coaches, my teammates, all together. That just makes me keep on going, and for the people I love above, you know, that keeps on me motivated.
What's your dream offer? You can pick any school you want. What's one school you just in your dreams you'd love to play for? You're passionate about.
I want to stay home. I want to stay home.
So it's the University of Miami.
University of Miami.
Have you been in contact with Garen Justice or anyone at UM before? Maybe attended camps?
I attended the Manny Diaz camp. Garen Justice actually follows me on Twitter. I got to talk to him for a little bit.
Okay, cool. You're still very young in high school. You got plenty of time to go. Hopefully that communication keeps building with Garen Justice, man. That would be great.
Yes, sir. That would be wonderful.
Who do you guys play next?
We play Lily in Naples in 2 weeks.
What kind of a battle do you expect that to be?
We can never go underestimating people, so we just got to come well prepared and hungry for that win. So can never underestimate your challenge. So
have you had any battles during this season, one-on-one or anything like that really stood out to you that, that you could look at and go, hey, I beat this guy. I can do this.
I mean, all games are like that to me. Like all games, you know, we always have like downfalls, but every time like we keep pushing, you already know you could do it. So no match has really been impossible for me not to beat. So
Love it.
yeah.
All right, Brian. Well, that's all the questions I have for Brian Ross. Did you have more that you want to ask him?
No, I mean, this was since we had him on recently, we just wanted to definitely make sure you got on so you can make your announcement for the All-American Bowl. Once again, congrats again, Brian. That's awesome, dude. It's a big deal. It really is a big deal.
I appreciate you guys again.
Absolutely, man. It's an honor to have you on, man. We know you're going to do great things. So congratulations on your invitation to the All-American game, and we're going to be looking out for you when it's on live TV.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We're sending prayers for your mom too, Brian. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that means a lot. That means a lot.
We got you, bro.
I'll tell her you said that. That means a lot.
No problem, man. No problem. Anytime. We got you.
All right, Brian.
Thank you.
All right, man. Take care. Thank you.
You too.
All right. Brian Suarez out of Hialeah Champagnat High School, Hialeah, Florida. Ross, do a quick overview of him before we wrap it up.
If you got his film out and you just watched him, you'd have a hard time saying that's a 2024 kid. He plays, I mean, not just from a physical standpoint, but from the way he plays. He plays like he's already a junior in high school, basically. So for that advanced type of skill for a young offensive lineman, we know how important it is to develop in high school before you get to college at that position. It seems to be that he's got really good trainers focusing on the right stuff. They're not adding a bunch of bad weight. They're working on his footwork all the time, it sounds like. Every time I talk to him, they're doing something else to help him with his footwork. So somebody's paying attention, at least, man. They're paying attention to what it really takes to be a successful offensive lineman at the next level.
And what's his measurables?
Oh, man, off the top of my head, I don't have him.
He's got to be like 6'4".
I believe he's 6'4". Yeah, I can pull it up here real quick. Yeah, he's got the size that you'd want right now.
Right.
And what I like about it is not just a size thing. He knows how to use his size.
Right.
And that's something that you just don't always see, with guys. They might try to just bully people just because they're bigger and stuff. He actually knows how to do technique mixed in with that. He's listed at 6'3", 280 on 24/7, but I'm pretty sure he's 6'4".
Yeah, I mean, it's high school. Gregory Rousseau, Andres Borregales, they've had plenty of players go to Division I. So, hey, they produce a lot of great talent, man. So, definitely excited to see where Brian Suarez ends up and the rest of the great guests we had. Jeffrey Umba, Darian Dominic, Reuben Bain. A lot of great names to look out for, guys. And thank you to everyone who participated on the show. We always try to provide some good content for you guys, and we're just grateful you guys wanted to tune in tonight. Thank you again, everyone, and always all about the U. Go Canes.
Go Canes.